Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Enneahouse. Today we're going to talk about the traits certain birds have that fit with those of the Enneagram. Like always, we can't cover every bird, even some of the most popular ones out there, such as my own favorite, penguins. And also, everything we're talking about is specifically meant to teach you about the types of the Enneagram rather than teach you about birds. But hopefully something we say will help your spirit take flight. Type 1. Swan.
Cygnus olor. Known for their splendid white plumage and imposing size, swans have been used in fables, poetry, and ballet for many, many generations to represent purity, beauty, and the rising of the sun. Indeed, I love how it looks like this swan is taking off into the sunrise from a frozen lake, its majestic white wings flapping triumphantly against the sky, and that's why I've chosen swans to represent Type 1. They are dedicated to one another and breed for life. Their beauty is a counterpoint to their protective nature. They will not rest when it comes to protecting their own. They seem to get very frantic when cleaning themselves, but it is a normal behavior that prioritizes their appearance.
Type 2. Hummingbird.
Archilochus colubris, the ruby-throated hummingbird, is only one of many species of birds so energetic and speedy, their wings literally hum. I took looking at several different generative AIs to create this picture, which as you can see is more of a CGI type picture than the anime style most of the other pictures have taken. But that's because all the other pictures of hummingbirds showed them as accessories on people, jewelry, hats. Here I wanted to show them independently, flying on their own, creating a society, helping their young to take flight, and I feel that's what we generated here. Hummingbirds are constantly in motion, flitting from place to place, which burns more energy than any other creature their size. They may be small, but they are feisty. They recognize that their main source of energy can only be found at certain times in certain places, which leads them to fight for the chance to feed themselves and their young. They are more focused on the quality of food rather than quantity.
Type 3. Eagle.
Haliaeetus leucocephalus. Possibly the most famous of raptors, the bald eagle leads predatory birds with a combination of its sheer size and ferocity, but also a majesty that has captured the minds of many, especially in the United States of America, where it is a symbol of freedom. Here we can see it powerfully flying over the water, freely flying into the setting sun. That's the image that Type 3s like to give off as well. Everything about the eagle screams power, from their majestic flying to their fearsome fishing. Even their grand homes are perched for all to see atop tall trees and spires. They have no fear, flying alongside bigger birds and slaying them in mid-flight. Despite this, they are surprisingly sensitive and vulnerable.
Type 4. Peacock.
Pavo cristatus. This family of birds is most known for its impressive tail. In the end, I couldn't get the AI to generate a picture of the peacock spreading its majestic feathers, but here we see it standing imposingly on a stage of grass, and in the end, it's all that the eye can see. This is exactly how fours wish to present themselves. The tails of these birds combine multiple colors from species to species, and they tend to have eye spots, which are as attractive to the opposite sex as they are intimidating to a peacock's enemies. Their beauty hides a cunning they can use to manipulate others into caring for them. They subtly tweak their appearance, their movement, their song, to attract the most attention away from their fellow peacocks.
Type 5. Owl.
Bubo virginianus, the great horned owl, is one of several owls used by ancient cultures to represent wisdom and cunning. Here we see a picture of a lone predator of the night sitting against a moonlit sky. It's no wonder that the people of Indonesia referred to this bird as burung hantu, literally the ghost bird. Its ghostly name is appropriate as they hunt with more stealth and precision than sheer power. They rarely travel far from where they were born and can be quite picky about their mates. Contrary to popular belief, they do not hunt on the wing because they have a hard time multitasking. They are known to not reach full potential when coddled.
Type 6. Raven.
Corvus corax is a large bird with a brain to match. If I could have any pet, it would probably be a raven. Even though they're known in some cultures as an omen of death, to me they are an omen of power, majesty, and loyalty. They are able to fly in the sky for 6 months at a time, resting on the wing and eating without landing on the ground. To me, that represents their sheer dedication and power. Intelligent, cunning, and very stubborn, ravens can fly for months without landing if they catch enough food, if it means not having to get caught up in the petty squabbles of other birds. Their problem-solving ability is second to none, but they prefer not having to solve problems at all. They are slow to bond, but once bonded will mate for life. They're opportunistic and avoid overexerting themselves.
Type 7. Parrot.
Ara ararauna, the blue macaw, is one of many kinds of bright, colorful birds with the ability to mimic sounds. Ironically, none of the birds on this page are actually blue, but they all have blue on them. I like the idea of the seven bird, the parrot in this case, coming together as a community, sharing their bounty, and having a big feast of all the foods they could possibly like. Most people underestimate the intelligence of these creatures, which can learn the meaning of the words they copy. They are very friendly and have special talents like the ability to walk on 3 limbs. They do not do well in isolation and form large colonies in the wild that generally live a carefree life. They often try new fruits as long as someone else in their community tries one first.
Type 8. Ostrich.
Struthio camelus, the world's largest bird, has an imposing image to match. While usually we think of the male ostriches, which have bright pink heads and black and white feathers, the brown female ostrich is extremely protective of her young, and here we can see the diligence in her eyes as she looks out for predators that might hurt her little one. The apocryphal belief that ostriches stick their head in the sand when nervous is countered by the reality that they are actually highly protective of themselves and their offspring. They have keen observational skills and are very fast, but when confronted they have one of the world's strongest kicks. They do not, however, seek the chance to fight. They have been known to willingly bear burdens and carry people.
Type 9. Dove.
Columba livia is a kind of pigeon raised for millennia for its gentle demeanor, delightful appearance, and hidden talent. No matter where in the world a dove's mate is, the dove can find its way back, which makes it ideal to carry messages between people, even a great distance apart. Once again, I had to use a different AI to generate this picture because the other one only gave me soap. But in the end, having a dove perched on the limb of an olive branch shows a symbol that has been well known for generations due to biblical reference, namely a dove and an olive branch together being a symbol for peace. These white albino pigeons symbolize peace between people, nations, and the world. Despite this, their skills have been most noted in times of war.
Well, that's it for today. I hope some of you were able to see some of these traits in yourselves or others. Knowing one's Enneatype is a valuable step in becoming the best us we can be. Like this video and subscribe so we can keep making more fun Enneahouse content. And join us next time as we talk about reptiles of the Enneagram. And until then, improve yourself, improve relationships, improve the world. See you later.